Hello and welcome to Kognito Key. Today, we're going to solve a little mystery that's happening, well, right on top of your head. It's something you deal with all the time, but maybe haven't really thought about.
Okay, so think about this for a second. Why doesn't getting a haircut hurt at all, but if you pluck just one single hair, it's a totally different story, right? Ouch! So what's going on there? Let's dig in.
You know, the secret to this whole puzzle isn't in the long, flowing hair that we can actually see. Nope, the real answer is hiding just beneath the surface of your skin. That's where all the action is. All right, so here it is, the big reveal. The hair you actually see, the part that gets cut, it's dead. It's just a bunch of protein cells with no nerves, no blood supply. That's why you can snip away without feeling a thing. But the root, the part that's anchored under your skin, now that is very much alive. It's hooked up to your body's systems, and that's exactly why plucking hurts so much.
So to really get why that root is alive, we've got to take a closer look at this amazing little factory that's building each and every hair on your head. It's a tiny, microscopic powerhouse with three main parts, all working in perfect sync.
First up, we have the hair follicle. Think of this as the main building of our little factory. It's a tiny, tube-like sac that holds the hair securely in your skin. Then, deep inside at the base, you've got the hair bulb. This is the factory's super busy assembly line. I mean, this thing is churning out new cells every 23 to 72 hours. It's constantly building the hair strand from the bottom up. And what's powering this whole operation? That would be the dermal papilla. This is the factory's power supply. It's connected right to your blood vessels, and it's responsible for delivering all the nutrients and oxygen needed to keep that assembly line running. You take this away, and the whole factory just shuts down. So, this whole period of busy, active growth has a name. It's called the Anagen phase. And honestly, this is the most important part of your hair's entire life. It's where all the magic really happens. And check this out. This is pretty cool. Right now, as you're listening to me, about 85% of all the hair on your head is in this growth phase. Yep, most of your hair is actively growing at this very moment. So, just how fast are we talking? Well, during this anagen phase, the hair on your head grows, on average, about 1 centimeter every single month. I know, it might not sound like much, but trust me, it definitely adds up over time. Okay, but hold on a minute. If our hair is always in this growth phase, then why don't our eyebrows grow down to our knees, right? What's the deal? Why does the hair on our head get so long, but the hair on our arms or our eyebrows stay short? Well, the answer is all about the timing of that anagen phase. For the hair on your scalp, that growth phase can last anywhere from 2 to 6 years. But for your eyebrow hairs, it's only about 30 to 45 days long. That massive difference in duration is everything. So what this all means is that the potential length of any hair on your body is decided by one thing: how long it stays in that anagen growth phase. A longer phase means you have the potential for longer hair. It's really as simple as that. This obviously leads to the next question. Is there anything we can actually do to support this growth phase? And the answer is yes. Now look, your genetics play the biggest role, for sure. But there are things you can do to help your hair stay in its happy growth phase for as long as it possibly can. And it really just comes down to your overall health and wellness. You've got to support that little hair factory from both the inside and the outside. So things like a healthy diet, lots of water, that's all feeding it from the inside. And then from the outside, you can do things like scalp massages to get the blood flowing and use good, well-formulated hair products to create the perfect environment for growth. Just to give you the full picture, that anagen growth phase is really just stage 1. After it's done growing, the hair goes into a short transition phase, that's called catagen. And finally, it enters a resting phase, called telogen, where it just hangs out for a few months before it naturally sheds. And that, of course, makes way for a brand new hair to pop up and start the whole cycle all over again. So, the next time you get a haircut, just take a moment to think about that incredible living factory working away just under your skin. This whole cycle of growing, resting, and renewing is a part of your own unique story. So now that you know a little more about how it all works, what will you do to take care of yours? Hey, if you found this interesting, we'd love it if you'd give this explainer a like. Maybe share it with a friend who might be curious too. And of course, subscribe to Kognito Key. We've got plenty more explainers coming your way. Thanks so much for watching.